January 15th, 1947. A young mother, walking with her child along a quiet street in Los Angeles, sees what she thinks is a discarded mannequin in a vacant lot. But as she gets closer, she realizes the horrifying truth. It's the mutilated body of a woman, cut in half, drained of blood. Her face frozen in a grotesque smile. That woman was 22-year-old Elizabeth Short. And this is the story of the Black Dahlia. Elizabeth was born in Boston, Massachusetts in 1924. Her childhood was difficult. Her father abandoned the family during the Great Depression, and her mother raised Elizabeth and her 4 sisters alone. As a teenager, Elizabeth was captivated by Hollywood. She dreamed of becoming a movie star and eventually moved to California, chasing the spotlight. But fame never came. She worked as a waitress, dated servicemen, and drifted between cities. Friends described her as charming, stylish, and mysterious. She often wore black, a fashion choice that would later inspire her nickname, the Black Dahlia, a play on the film noir The Blue Dahlia that was popular at the time. Elizabeth's body was found in Leimert Park, Los Angeles. It was unlike anything police had seen before. She had been bisected at the waist with surgical precision. There were no signs of blood at the scene, meaning the murder happened elsewhere. Her body had been washed. Her mouth was slashed from ear to ear. The brutality shocked the public. Newspapers couldn't get enough of the story. Rumors spread. Was it a revenge killing, a mob hit, or something darker? The LAPD was under pressure. They questioned hundreds of people and followed thousands of leads. At one point, more than 50 men and women falsely confessed to the murder, hoping for notoriety or simply suffering from mental illness. The media circus made things worse. Sensationalist headlines, lurid speculation, and leaked details made it almost impossible to conduct a proper investigation. The police zeroed in on a few serious suspects, the most notorious being Dr. George Hodel, a wealthy, well-connected physician with a disturbing history. Years later, Dr. Hodel's own son, Steve Hodel, a former LAPD detective, would accuse his father of being the killer. Steve uncovered evidence linking his father to the case, photos of a woman resembling Elizabeth, a secret room in his house, and even transcripts of wiretapped conversations where Hodel joked about killing women and eluding the police. But there was never enough to press charges. Dr. Hodel fled the country in the 1950s and died in 1999, never officially connected to the crime. The Black Dahlia case remains one of the most infamous unsolved murders in American history. It inspired books, films, conspiracy theories, and endless debate. Some believe Elizabeth was the victim of a sadistic killer. Others think she was caught in the crosshairs of a powerful man with something to hide. But perhaps the most tragic part of the story is how Elizabeth Short was forgotten in the spectacle. She became a symbol, a myth, rather than a person. 70 years later, her murder is still unsolved. But one thing is certain: Elizabeth Short deserved better. Not just justice, but dignity. Behind the nickname, behind the headlines, there was a real woman, and she is still waiting to be remembered.